Especially, I think the value of having a diploma in Canada increased during the COVID period. Why? Because during the COVID period, many people switched to online classes, and in fact, maybe 90% of high schools in Turkey did the same. Since they didn't know how to provide support, they just gave students full marks without holding exams. That's why many students with high GPAs from high schools in Turkey came to study in Canada. And we also talked to the schools here. We also discussed the student profiles. Questions like, is this school good? How is that school? If the students' English and math grades are above a certain level, they usually do well here. All those ideas have disappeared. Because the students' grades are 99, 100, but when the student comes to school, they can't succeed. Why? Because the school couldn't provide that education properly, especially during the COVID period. Now, when you talk about a Canadian high school diploma, the OSSD, it means that it's been granted at a minimum standard by Canadian universities. So, the admissions staff here, the people working in the office that accept students, they can't know every school in Turkey. That's why they can't be sure about the education system or the quality of that school either. For university applications, GPAs and maybe essays, maybe even a portfolio depending on the department you're applying to, can vary, but they're required. So, when someone applies with an OSSD diploma, they're confident about your English and math grades. Because whether you went to a super expensive boarding school here or to a completely different school that's the top performer in local exams, well, with the OSSD diploma, every school's diploma, the courses offered, and the content are exactly the same.